Hi there. Your brain loves to discover new things, and what better way to discover something new than by traveling? People who travel are happier, healthier, and more creative. The Discoverer blog website, link in the description, inspires its readers to discover the world. I recently came across an article titled "The Coolest City to Visit in Each State," and I thought you might enjoy hearing about them. A nation of 50 states means a world of worthy places to visit. Each state is quite like a different country, with its own individual culture, history, and lifestyle. With such a vast country at your disposal, it's difficult to choose where to go and what to see. And while the descriptions are concise, there are 50 of them. So we're taking them 5 at a time. In my last video, we highlighted New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, and Ohio. And today we'll move on to Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, and South Carolina. Let's get started. Tulsa, Oklahoma. This underrated Oklahoma city has plenty to be boastful about, but its humble character gives it that down-to-earth charm. Tulsa is a walkable city supported by mom-and-pop shops, selling comfort food, and newer restaurants jumping on the farm-to-table bandwagon. It's also got some killer museums like Philbrook, parks, a zoo, aquarium, and an opera. Bet you didn't expect that from a flyover Midwestern city. Don't miss Brookside, an up-and-coming neighborhood with hip coffee shops, trendy wine bars, and niche clothing boutiques. Portland, Oregon. Funky, fresh, and full of surprises, Portland could never be anything but Oregon's endearingly weird but wonderful city. The craft beer scene is booming, as are live music shows, pop-up dinners, and food carts. Stop and literally smell the roses with leisurely strolls through the City of Roses mini gardens. Finally, leave the city behind and get lost in nature, a favorite Portlanders' pastime, in Forest Park. Don't miss Powell's Bookstore. Portland's ode to literacy encompasses an entire city block, making it the largest independent bookstore in the world. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. As the site of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, followed by its first public reading, Philadelphia is understandably proudly historic. There's no missing Philly's momentous attractions like Independence Hall, the Liberty Bell, and the Eastern State Penitentiary. If you can pry yourself away from Philly's significant past, be sure to chow down at Reading Terminal Market. Don't miss a Philly cheesesteak created in the city of brotherly love in the 1930s. This is a staple in Philly's culinary scene. Check out the award-winning Tony Luke's. Newport, Rhode Island. Newport runs the gamut in terms of things to do. Ogling the 19th century mansions, like the Breakers and the Marble House, of the town's former rich and famous, is given as a stroll along the 3.5-mile coastal cliff walk. Once you've worked up an appetite, the place to indulge is Thames Street, Newport's historic main drag, chock full of bars, restaurants, and 17th and 18th century buildings. Don't miss Touro Synagogue, the oldest in the U.S. and a historic landmark. Folly Beach, South Carolina. This beach town is just 15 miles from Charleston and could be mistaken for a West Coast California surf haven. Laid-back vibes emanate from the local taco and pizza eateries and run all the way to the beach, where you can sign up for surf lessons. Explore the marshland canals around the island via kayak or boat tour and hopefully spot some bottlenose dolphins. This city is also known as a nesting site for loggerhead turtles, and a daily volunteer program can be joined by anyone who wants to help ensure the safety of the eggs. Don't miss dinner on the Folly Beach Pier for on-the-water dining and panoramic views of the Atlantic. Well, there's the next 5. Let me know in the comments below if you've been to any of these cities. Did you see some of these sites? What did you think? And thanks for watching. Please click that like button if you enjoyed this video, and please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Click that little bell button so you can be notified when the next video comes out. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.